We played ball all the time. I played every sport there was in St. Louis. I played basketball, not bad. Basketball, I was too short. I played a lot of soccer, played football, I played softball, and we had a game called corkball. And you ever play with bottle caps? We played with bottle caps with broomsticks, softball, everything. I played every sport, and I actually didn't know I liked to play baseball until I was 14. Well, I took little boxing lessons. I had fought in the clubs and the whole thing. I fought a little. I like the sports. I love to watch sports right now. I love to watch hockey. I like football. The basketball, I'm not much of a fan. I admit that. I watch it, but I'm not much of a fan because I wasn't that good in basketball. Baseball, look, where could you go and work 3 hours and make that kind of money? It's just like Whitey Ford said, they asked me, well, what would you have done if you wouldn't been a baseball player, work in a shoe factory? They asked Whitey Ford, what would you do? Probably be a bartender, he says. Well, it's not an easy game. You got to stay at it. You really do. A lot of people just think we had guys, kids today, they're organized today. We weren't organized. Like you and I, you pitch to me and I throw to you after. And like I said, that corkball taught me a lot, softball, you got to keep your eye. You can't swing hard in softball. That's another thing. Because I never swung. If I swung hard, I would swing and miss a lot. And you play with bottle caps, they ain't going to make you swing hard either. One strike, you were out. And you had to get 4 hits before you get a run. And we played it day and night. We loved it. Whoever was in season, I played a lot of soccer. I love soccer. I love to watch soccer games on TV. And back there on the hill, we played against soccer. We had the Spanish living there, the Italians, and Germans, and Irish. We played against each other. And we used to enjoy it. That was good. That's a good conditioning game, that soccer. It is. Well, my father came over first. He come from the old country, and he didn't know what baseball was. He didn't. He really go to work, and then I had 3 other brothers and a sister, and my brother and my mother came over later on, with my 2 oldest brothers that were born there, Mike and Tony. And John and I and my sister Josie were born in St. Louis. And he believed in working, bring that check home, at that time, the depression and everything. And he didn't know what baseball was. And if I ever came home with dirty pants, I really caught a beating, And but that's funny. And then, like I said, I got started at 14. I worked in a shoe factory at 14. And I had to get a working permit to work there. My brother Mike worked there too, and I used to go in to work with him at 14. And then I got a chance to play American Legion ball. Kind of skipped work a little bit, and I started to play at 15 and 16. I played American Legion ball, and I said, I'm going to play in the big leagues one of these days. I'm very happy about it. Kid from the Hill, being elected in the Hall of Fame, proud of it. And actually, I could tell you something else. My brother Tony was the best ball player of the family. My dad wouldn't let him go. And I always kidded my dad. I said, see that, Pop? If you let all your sons go, you've been a millionaire. He said, blame your mother. They get blamed. But he was a tough man, but he treats you right. He always tell me, like, when I go out at night, he'd tell me, what time are you coming home tonight? He made me make the time. If you want him at that time, you get it. And that taught me discipline. We didn't have a telephone. We had clubs on the hill. We played against each other. My brother Tony played semi-pro ball. My brother Mike played semi-pro ball. My brother John played semi-pro ball. But they only played on Sundays. But us kids, we played every darn day, you know, because they had to go to work. They really worked. The chance they had. And they're the ones who taught my dad to go and play baseball. He said, we're all working. They called me Lotties then, instead of Yogi, Lotties. And give him a chance to go out and play ball. He said, okay. So I signed up. Leo Brown, who ran the American Legion. See, I wanted to sign with the St. Louis Cardinals. Either that or the St. Louis Browns I wanted to play for. It's home. It's St. Louis. You know who gave it to me? Bobby Huffman, played with the Giants. We played on the same American Legion team. And, you know, we didn't have no dugouts when we played. We sat on the ground, or the bench was full with the players. And I was sitting on the ground with my legs crossed and my arms crossed. And he says, you look like a yogi. That stuck. And I'd never be a ball player. You'd be a AAA ball player. That's about it. And I said, no, I won't sign for that. But it's funny, when I signed with the Yankees, I get a telegram from Branch Rickey. He knew he was going to the Dodgers. He told me he didn't want me to sign with the Cardinals. That's what you wanted here, I know. And he sent a telegram, reported Bear Mountain for spring training with the Dodgers. And it was too late, though. I already signed with the Yankees. I just like hit, and the fun of the game is hitting. The game is hitting. Well, you got to play a little defense too, but hitting, I was very fortunate. You know, a lot of guys say you're a bad ball hitter. I said, no, the ball looked good to me. I swung at it. I could leave a pitch alone the first time right there. The next time I hit at it, and I do something with it. I have fun with Jeter. You know, sometimes he strikes out on that ball up here, and I get on and I said, what do you swing at that ball for? I said, it looks good. And he said, you used to swing at it. I said, yeah, but I hit it. You don't. I got in the Navy when I was 18 years old. And from there, they sent me to Bainbridge, Maryland for boot camp. Then they shipped me down back to Norfolk, where I started from, Little Creek down there, base down there. And I got tired of sitting around. Then they said, we're looking for volunteers to go in the amphibs. And they didn't tell us what kind of boat, though, just in the amphibs. And so I joined it. I said, well, I want to join the amphibs. They'll be 18 years old. And then they said I was on a rocket boat, 36-footer with 12 rockets on each side, 5 machine guns, a twin 50 and a 330s. And only 36 feet. They were made out of wood and a little metal. And when I went back, we went back to Bainbridge to do some training. And I couldn't write home and tell them what I was doing, because them boats weren't out yet for the invasion of Normandy. So we start training there, and then we come back to Little Creek again. We started to train a little bit what we were supposed to do, and it's amazing what that little boat could do, though, that 36-footer. We could shoot out of rockets. We could shoot one at a time. We could shoot 2 at a time, or we could shoot all 24 at a time. We went in on the invasion. We were the first ones in before the army come in.
This is D-Day.
D-Day, yeah, in Normandy. And we stand out about 300 yards off the beach. And we see what happens if we ran into anything. We fire. First of all, we fire one rocket to find out if it reached the beach. And if it did, then we all let out, shoot them all. We had rockets on, extra rockets to fire. And we had smoke pots on it and everything. We did pretty good. Oh, heck. We stayed on the water for 10 days. They gave us sea rations to eat while we were on it, slept on it. We finally got back on the ship, the U.S. Bayfield, P-833. We were so tired, so they said, and no sooner I got in the bed, we get a general quarters alarm. I said, tough luck, I'm not getting out of this bed. I'm staying right in it. Fortunate enough, nothing happened to us. We're lucky. But you just get so tired, you got to say, but then I enjoyed it. I wasn't scared opening when going into it. It looked like 4th of July. It really did. 18-year-old kid going in an invasion. But I've never seen so many planes in my life we had going over. But I played 1 year in Norfolk, Virginia, and I came back. They sent us to New London, Connecticut. I got back to Bain in Norfolk again. They asked me, "We're going to send you up to the submarine base." I said, "Wait a minute! I didn't volunteer for any submarines. I'm not going on. No, we're going to send you up there, ship's company. You get on the base up there." I said, "Okay." So I went in. They had a ball team. We were making a ball team there. And Jim Gleason, that played with Cincinnati Reds, was our lieutenant commander there. He was in charge of the athletic director in there. And he asked me, "What do you do?" I said, "I play ball." He thought I was a boxer at first, you know. And I said, "No, I play ball." He said, "Who you play with?" I said, "I belong to the Yankees." He didn't believe me. So then we built our own ballpark at New London Submarine Base. We played there. And he would never use me for a while. Then he finally put me in for a pinch hitter. I got a home run, and he said, then I stayed in. He made me play. He was a good man, the Lieutenant Commander, Jim Gleason. He was a good man. I met him a coach after I was manager. He was a great guy. Well, it helped me a lot. Well, that was like AAA. You had people coming in from the service. You had the guys that played. I played with Junior Thompson, pitched for Cincinnati. Jim Gleason played with Cincinnati. They had Walter Masterson, pitched for Washington. Alan Gettle pitched for the Yankees. We had a mix, and we played some of the big league team. We played the Browns, played the New York Giants, and one other. The Giants are the one that saw me play. I had a good day against the Giants. Well, actually, the one who managed our American Legion team, when you're talking about Rickey, he was our manager. He was the scout. And he told Rickey, sign him. I know what he could do. And that's when he said he called me over. I'd never be a big league ball player. But he knew he was going to the Dodgers. That's it. Have fun. It's a fun game to me. I don't know how other people take it. I could take it. We get beat or something. Well, they were better than us today. We'll get them tomorrow. Yeah. I could take a loss. I really can take a loss. I was a lousy catcher till I got Bill Dickey there. And Dickey worked me hard, and I liked it though. What he did for me. I owe everything to Bill Dickey. I really do. He made me a good catcher, how to block balls. I try to do that to some of the kids today. They got their own style, some of them today, And everybody tells me, "Boy, you're so short." I said, "Well, I make a good target. I don't have to bend down so far. I'm in the strike zone all the time." But Dickey, he really worked me, boy. Worked me to death. And I loved him for it. And then it came easy. It came easy for me. They're like a lot of people. I try to tell them, I know they take that crow hop now, when they throw the second base line. See, I go into a ball when I could let you swing a bat and I go across home plate, you won't hit me. Well, Jackie Robinson was out. That's one time I argued real mad. I had a lot of fun, we had like a story. I might say that tonight. Like people want to hear a little story from Whitey Ford threw 4 pitches, 4 runs. You ever heard that story? He got no playing the White Sox. Nolly Fox lead off. No, he batted second. Aparicio got on. He got a base hit. Nolly Fox got a base hit. Next guy walked. Not walking. Next guy he hit. Next guy hit a home run. And Casey came out to me and said, "Is Whitey got anything?" I said, "What the hell do I know? I haven't caught one yet." We did a lot of things. We had a lot of fun, I tell you. I could tell you one, Mickey called the game in Boston. He wanted to call the game. I said, "You want to call the game?" Whitey was pitching. And Whitey said, "Okay, let him call the games and see what happens." And we had a sign when Mickey bent down, it was a fastball. If he stood straight up, it was a curveball. If he shake his glove, it was a changeup. We went for 7 innings like that. We were winning 2-0. So we come in after the 7th, 8th inning, and he said, "You're doing pretty good, Mick." He says, "I quit. You take over now. I'm finished." I could hit the ball the other way too. I didn't. 2 strikes, I always guard the plate. Then there's some pitchers out there. I don't care what he threw. I could hit it. And if he threw a curveball, he's not going to fool me. Sometimes a pitcher gives away their pitches to a hitter. If you're paying close attention to the pitcher, like in a stretch, he could come down, throw far for a fastball, come down lower for a curveball. You watch him. They had a pitcher on Baltimore, a colored guy, a black guy. When you see the white of his hand, it was a fastball. When you didn't see the white, it was a curveball. And he could tell you right away when you hit it. Yeah, I said sometimes the ball's pretty close, wasn't it, and all that. Yeah, you talk to them, the umpires. They don't like for you to turn around. That's the only thing. You look straight ahead, don't do nothing. There's one story I could tell you about Cal Hubbard. We're playing a game in Boston. We were way ahead, and I wanted to get out of the game. It was hot. And I said, "Boy," and, I made "Boy, you missed that damn ball. You missed that, Cal. What's the matter with you? You're having a bad day back there and everything, And he said, "Yogi, you could call me anything you want. If I'm going to suffer, you're going to suffer with me." What I like about Beta, I met a lot of good friends. You can meet some bad ones too, don't get me wrong, but I think I met mostly good ones. Like we keep in touch, the Yankees, the old guys. I still keep in touch with our guys I see. Whitey, see Whitey all the time. Johnny Cooks, Gil McDougal. We see each other. And I think a lot of them passed away now. Mickey don't look like he's 10 years now. He's been out of the game. I miss him, miss Billy Martin. Because we had fun. We really did. We did it the right way. And sometimes we didn't. Sometimes we didn't. A lot of guys, I could walk down, sit at a dinner, say a yogiism. I said, I don't even know I say them. I don't know. I can't say them. But my kids could catch me right away. Then I could be at the museum, my museum in New Jersey at Montclair State. They said, "Dad, you said another one." I didn't even know what the heck I said. Joe always tells me he don't know, but he's got to think a little bit. He said, but then it comes out right, he says. But it takes a little time. They just pop up, and I have fun. People come up to me, like at the airport, they look at you. No, you can't be, Yeah, you can't be Yogi Berra. Yeah, a lot of people tell me I look like him. You have fun with the people at the airport too. So a lot of guys say you look like Yogi Berra. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. Work hard at it. It's not easy. Anytime you got a chance to hit, hit, and that's what we did. And practice what you're doing. Fielding, whatever position you played. I never caught until I turned pro. I played second base. I pitched a little bit, and I played outfield. They thought I had a good arm, but I didn't know where it was going though when I was there. That's when they got a hold of Dickie. Like I said, I was a terrible catcher, but I had somebody to teach me. They're making the park small. They want to see home runs today. It seems like it. They want to do that. And I get a kick out of them, they run around the park. They jog around the park. And I used to tell them I was coaching. I said, do you jog when you're on the first base? We used to do 20 laps, 100 yards, walk back, 100 yards, after every game, spring training game. I always did. Pitchers used to run from foul line to foul line, 30, and they used to do it during the season while he wasn't pitching. The starters would do it because they're off 4 days. The running was a lot to us. They made you run. When you come to the fork in the road, take it. It ain't over till it's over. Nobody goes there. It's too crowded. It gets early out here. But like I said, they just come out. I wish I knew, because I could make $1 million fortune. No, but I don't do it on purpose. That's the bad part about it. I don't do it on purpose. My wife tells me, say it right, If I had to come back to life again, I'd rather be a ball player. It's like I said, where could you make the money working 3 hours and having fun?